यन्मायावशवर्ति विश्वमखिलं ब्रह्मादिदेवासुरा यत्सत्त्वादमृषैव भाति सकलं रज्जो यथा हेर्भ्रमः यत्पादप्लवमेकमेव हि भवान् बोधे स्थितिरिषावता वन्देऽहं तमशेषकारण परं रामाख्यमीशं हरिम्। श्रीराम जय जय राम ओम श्रीराम जय राम ओम श्रीराम जय जय राम ओम श्रीराम जय राम ओम श्रीराम जय 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 जय राम ओम जय राम ओम जय राम ओम। सियावर रामचंद्र की जय। सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। We will sing after Doha number 131. एहि विधि मुनिवर सुंदर। एहि विधि मुनिवर भवन देखाए बचन सप्रेम राम मन भाए कह मुनि सुनहु भानुकुल नायक आश्रम कहु समय सुखदायक चित्रकूट गिरि करहु निवासु तह तुम्हार सब भांति सुपासु सैन सुहावन कानन चारु करिके हरि मृग बिहग बिहारु नदी पुनीत पुराण बखानी अत्रि प्रिया निज तप बल आनी सुरसरि धार नाउ मंदाकिनी सो जब पातक पोतक डाकिनी अत्रि आदि मुनि बर बहु बसहि करहि जोग जब तप तन कसहि चलहु सफल श्रम सब कर करहु राम देहु गौरव गिरि बरहु चित्रकूट महिमा अमित कही महामुनि गाई आई नहाई सरित बर सिय समेत दो भाई रघुबर कहे उलखन भल घाटू करहु कतहु अब ठाहर ठाटू लखन दीख पय उतर करारा चहु दिसि फिरे धनुष जिमिनारा नदी पनच सर समद मदाना सकल कलुष कलिसाउ जनाना चित्रकूट जनु अचल अहेरी चुकई न घात मार मुठ भेरी अस कहि लखन ठाउ देखरावा थलु बिलो के रघुबीर सुख पावा रमेउ राम मनु देवन जाना चले सहित सुरथ पीति सप्रधाना कोल की रात बेश सब आए रचे परन तृण सदन सुहाए बरनी न जाहि मंजु दुई साला एक ललित लघु बिसल एक बिसाला लखन जानकी सहित प्रभु राजत रुचिर निकेत सोह मदनु मुनि बेश जनो रति ऋतु राज समेत सियावर रामचंद्र की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय उमापति महादेव की जय बोलो भई सब संतन की जय श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। Having shown 3 different ashramas, we continue further in this Ramcharitmanas. The first ashrama that got shown just in this prasanga was the ashram of Valmiki Rishi. Valmiki Rishi's ashram. Another symbolic thing to note here is that Bhagwan is already making sure where Sitaji has to go later. That ashram is something which he really has lot of Shraddha in. Valmiki Rishi, such a great saint. That prasanga is different. When we reach there, we'll do mananam on that also. But that is a symbolic aspect that right now, Bhagwan is making sure that this ashram is the best one, where Sitaji can spend her time. The second set of ashramas is the ashrama in our mind. 14 different ashramas. 14 different homes where Bhagwan can come and stay. That is the second aspect. Now the third one, Valmiki Rishi is telling Bhagwan Rama, if you want to stay, go and stay in Chitrakoot. That is where you can build your ashram and live happily in that place. Now what is there in that place? Valmiki Rishi said, first of all, in Chitrakoot, it is filled with natural beauty. Saila Suhavana Kanana Charu, Kari Ke Hari Mruga Bihaga Biharu. It has a lot of beautiful views, beautiful forest. All wild animals are there, just like a forest should be. And Chitrakoot, the name itself we had seen, Kuta means falls. Kuta means falls. Chitrakoot means that drishya, which is not there, but it is appearing. Chitra means beautiful view, picturesque view. Kuta means false. So the word which is very popular is Kuta Sakshi. In the court, if somebody is giving false witness, that is called as Kuta Sakshi. Sakshi is witness. Kuta Sakshi means false witness. Chitrakuta means that this Prapancha, another name is Chitrakuta. But that Chitrakuta becomes meaningful only when Bhagwan is there. Meaning Prapancha has some sara only when Bhagwan is there as its substratum. That is how Goswamiji is going to portray this now. He says Chitrakoot was an ordinary place. But when Bhagwan went there, that Chitrakoot mountain became so great. That is his beauty of Chitrakoot. There is one bhajan in our Raman Sagarji serial, it used to come. Damarupani Shulapani He Nataraja Namo Namo. There is one line, Nissara is a samsara mein Shivanama ekahi sara hai. World minus Bhagwan is Nissara. World with Bhagwan as its substratum, or world as Bhagwan, either way you take. He says that is the sara of this whole creation. Nissara is a samsara mein Shivanama ekahi sara hai. He says natural beauty is there, and there are very auspicious, very purifying rivers. And the river that is mentioned here is Mandakini river, which was brought to that place with the tapasya of Anasuyaji. Atri Rishi, his Priya is Atri Priya, whose name is Anasuya. With her tapasya, she brought this Mandakini river in that place of Chitrakoot. And the beauty of this river is, Mandakini name itself means that which flows very slowly. Or another meaning of Mandakini is, even if there is a Manda Adhikari, that Manda Adhikari can achieve great Siddhi just by taking a dip in that river. Whenever such things are said, we should never doubt. When people say, you take a dip in Gangaji, all our sins go away. If we have faith, it is said, go there and take a dip first. Before we dismiss it, saying that, such a thing is not possible, it's only blind faith. Mahatmas say, whatever you want to test, first go and do it. Any Tirtha Kshetra, its prabhava, if we have to feel, One has to go there and then feel. That is this river, Mandakini. And Valmiki Rishi says there are many other people living there. Atri Adi Muni Bara Bahu Basahi. Atri and other Rishi Munis, they are staying there. What do they do? Karahi Joga Japa Tapa Tanakasahi. Tanakasahi means they have a very disciplined routine. Very strict and a disciplined routine. Holding on to that, they are doing this yoga, Ashtanga Yoga, Jnana Yoga. All yogas are practicing. Japa, Tapa, austerities they are doing on their own. Bhagwan, please go there and bless them. Chalahu Saphala, Shrama Saba Kara Karahu. Please go there and make sure that all their austerities are fulfilled. Here also Goswamiji is telling us, no matter what we do, minus this devotion to Bhagwan, all those austerities will become only Shrama. Chalahu Saphala, Shrama Saba Kara Karahu. Any sadhana minus devotion, if it doesn't bring a beautiful mind, he says that sadhana is only Shrama. Similar echo of Srimad Bhagavatam. Na utpadayet yadiratim Shrama evahi kevalam. Shukdev Ji Maharaj says, if our work doesn't bring a beautiful mind and rati in the Lord, see, whomever we serve, in that altar, we will get rati. So the litmus test of a sadhaka serving the Lord is, that's what we say in Karma Yoga, right? Do all your karmas offered to Bhagwan. But how will I know I have done my karmas offering to Bhagwan? He says, have you gotten rati in the Lord? Only when we remember Him in our work, at every step we feel, this I am doing for Him. That is when rati comes in the Lord. Like that, here all the sadhanas these other Rishi Munis are doing, Valmiki Rishi is telling, Bhagwan, please go there, give them darshan, and let them get the main result of all the sadhanas, why they have been doing it. Rama Dehu Gaurava Giri Barahu. Chitrakuta doesn't give Mahima to Bhagwan. He says it is the other way around. Bhagwan, you go and give Mahima to Chitrakuta. In Narada Bhakti Sutra, there is one sutra called as Tirthi Kurvanti Tirthani. A pilgrimage spot becomes a pilgrimage spot because there is a saint who has lived there, or some Rishi Muni who has done tapasya there. It is not that there is a pilgrimage spot and then Rishi Muni goes and stays there. Like that, Bhagwan is telling, Chitrakuta is a mountain. In that Chitrakuta, Bhagwan, please go and stay, give it glory. Chitrakuta Mahima Amita. Kahi Mahamuni Gai. Great Mahamunis, Rishi Munis who are there, they say this Mahima of Chitrakuta is very great. Ai Nahai Sarita Bara, Siya Sameta Do Bhai. Goswamiji is a master in shifting the camera within a fraction of a second or taking dohas and chaupais to elaborate one small step of the Lord. See, now where are they right now? In Valmiki Rishi's ashram, Valmiki Rishi is telling that this is where you have to go in Chitrakoot. He described what all is there in Chitrakoot, how great is this Chitrakoot. 132 Doha, first line, he is still talking, Valmiki Rishi. Second line, he says, Bhagwan took a dip in Mandakini river and came out. Aayi nahaye sarita bara, siya sameta do bhai. Along with Sitaji and Lakshmanji, Bhagwan took a dip in Mandakini river and now he has come out. He's already there now. What happened in between, nothing is mentioned. How to pace a story? There are many people who do research on Ramcharitmanas. I'd heard this from one of the speakers. He said, if you ever want to understand, what do they call that? Storyboarding. When they compose a play or something, how to write a storyboard, how to introduce characters at the right time. This is that we can learn from Ramcharitmanas. If you read it fully, like how we did during Parayanam time, that is when you will see that as though the whole story is unfolding. One character comes, that goes away, then second prasanga comes, and so on. Like this, Bhagavan has very quickly reached Mandakini river now. The next doha is beautiful. There are two main themes in this doha. One theme is Yatha Drushti Tatha Srushti. As is our vision, so we see the world. If somebody is a king, wherever he sees the world, his mind will always think as a Kshatriya. He will think, oh, maybe this thing has to be protected. This particular area of our kingdom is a weak area. Any enemy can come. If it's a business person, wherever he goes, his mind is always calculative. He sees a lot of opportunities wherever you send him. Guruji says, if such a person goes to Himalayas, he thinks of opening a tea shop. He says, nobody is there. Tea, even while seeing those mountains, you need. Let us do something. Like that, here Bhagwan is asking simple question to Lakshmanji. He says, Lakshmanji, please find a good place on this Mandakini river, Chitrakuta mountain, for us to build a hut so that we can stay. Parnakuti we have to build. Now Lakshmanji is a Kshatriya. Beautiful description is given of how Lakshmanji is seeing that Mandakini river. He looks at the northern part of the river and there he finds one elevated portion of land, the bank of the river, where the river is going on one side and it is taking a detour across that land and again meeting it. Imagine in your thoughts how this is happening. Looks at the northern side, sees the river, and that river is also taking a detour, again meeting it back. So there is land surrounded by water on all four sides. Lakshmanji says this is like a bow. Mandakini river, there is a string of the bow, and that same river is wrapping around that land, and then it is becoming that bow. He says Chitrakuta mountain is the hunter. Chitrakuta mountain is the hunter holding the bow of Mandakini river in that form. Shama, control of the mind. Dama, control of sense organ. And Dana, charity, they are the arrows which are kept on that bow. Mandakini river going around the ground, making a bow like a formation. Chitrakuta mountain is the hunter. And these three arrows, Shama, Dama, Dana, they are kept on that bow. And he says all the papa of Kali Yuga, that is the target. And this Chitrakuta is going to send those arrows to finish all the papa karma in Kali Yuga. That is why Bhagwan let us build a hut in that portion of the land. Same river, same mountain, Yatha Drushti, Tatha Srushti. Lakshmanji is a Bhakta and a Kshatriya. Simple river looks to him like bow, arrow, and the Chitrakuta mountain like the hunter. And he says the Chitrakuta mountain is a hunter who doesn't move. Staying in one place he hunts, and his target is flawless. If he hits, it will never miss his target. That is this Chitrakuta. The symbolic meaning of this prasanga is, what was the meaning of Chitrakuta we saw before? Prapancha, this world. How should we live in this world? He says world is like that Chitrakuta mountain. Prapancha it is. As long as we hold on to Bhagavan and have these three arrows from our side, Shama, Dama, Dana. He says the purpose of living in this prapancha is to get purity of mind. The Kali which is there, all the Papa karma is not past Papa karma. Past Papa karma is done. We can't do much about it. The tendency to commit Papa, that is removed by these three arrows: Shama, Dama, and Dana. And what is left with that? Removal of these three things, or removal of Papa through these three things, is a pure mind. So that is the dip in Mandakini river. That is the sadhana that this sadhaka does. For Bhagwan Shiva also, in Shri Rudram, the first part is having the same echo. That Bhagwan, please keep your arrows down. Meaning what? Whatever karma phalas I have done in the past, whatever karmas I have done in the past, those karma phalas are going to come. And I know that you are karma phala data. But please make sure that I am a devotee who has surrendered to you. Tendency to commit papa should go away. And may you give us the strength to face whichever karma phala is going to come. That is the prayer of a devotee. Means he is asking for nirbhayatvam, fearlessness. At the same time, he is assuring Bhagwan that right now I am putting forth all effort to remove all this Papa Vritti. Now you see the chaupais, it will be easier. Raghubara kaheu lakhana bhala ghatu, karahu katahu aba tha hara thatu. Bhagwan is telling Lakshmanji, this ghata, this particular mountain is very beautiful. Please find a place for us to stay. Karahu katahu aba tha hara thatu. Please find a place where we can stay. Now Lakshmanji is surveying the area. Lakhana dikha paya uttara karara. Uttara karara means northern side of the river. He is surveying. Chahu disi phireu dhanusha jiminara. There is one piece of land where he finds water in all four sides. Chahu disi phirehu dhanusha jiminara. Then what does he see? Nadi panacha sarasama dama dana. That nadi which has made that formation, it is going straight. Then there is a tributary as though which is coming out and then merging back into the main river. He says that is the bow, Nadi Panacha. And Sarasama Dama Dana. The arrow is Shama, Dama, and Dana. All these terms we have studied in other texts, so I am not elaborating. Simple meaning is Shama is, what was Gurudev's example? Kitchen Vedanta. He said, milk is boiling before it tips off the brim. Ability to turn off the heat. Like that, before mind takes off in a storm, ability to calm down the mind is called as Shama. Damaha is, even if mind has lost control, making sure that our vyavahara doesn't lose control. There could be situations where mind is agitated. But he says his vyavahara will not be soured because of that mind going out of control. Karmendriyas are very well controlled. That is the second check for this sadhaka. Others, Goswamiji does not elaborate. He says third arrow is dana. Whatever Bhagwan has blessed this sadhaka in plenty, that he is sharing with others, with no expectation of what I'm going to get. That is another thing. We should give only that which we have. One devotee came to Maharajji. He said, Maharajji, I want to do your seva. I want to do this, I want to do that. Give a long list. Maharajji said, you are a poet. Aap bas kavita sunao. You just sing, that itself is your seva. Why do you think a particular thing is seva? Means whatever the Lord has blessed you with that you serve. So Dhanam also is a Tana, Mana, Dhana. All three things. with our abilities, with our thoughts, and with our resources. With all of that, he is doing this dana. So to live in prapancha, he says the three things are most important: sama, dama, and dana. Sakala kalusha kali saujanana. Sauja means target. What is a target? All the papa karmas of Kali Yuga. Whatever tendencies can be there. And this elaboration, if you want, we should read Srimad Bhagavatam. What all things can happen in Kali Yuga, everything is mentioned there. Little bit of that Goswamiji also mentions in Ramcharitmanas. He says that is this Kali Yuga. I wanted to elaborate, but I think you should read it yourself. What is the point? Anyway, we know what all things happen in Kali Yuga. Chitrakuta Janu Achala Ahiri. Who is the hunter? Hunter is Chitrakuta mountain. But how does he hunt? He does not run around. He is Achala Ahiri. Standing in one place, he can shoot the arrow and it will hit this Papa Karma without any error. Chukaina Ghata Mara Mutha Bheri. Chukaina Ghata means he never misses his target and he always fights from the front, not sending an arrow without intimation or anything. He says Bhagwan's power is that. Asakahi Lakhana Thau Dekharava. Having said this, Lakshmanji is telling Bhagwan, this is the right place for us to build a kutia now. Thalu Biloki Raghubara Sukupava. Looking at Lakshmanji's thoughts, Bhagwan is Antaryami. He already comes to know what Lakshmanji is thinking, how he has decided this place, and looking at that place, Bhagwan feels very happy from within. Ramayu Rama Manu Devana Jana. Devatas understood that Bhagwan's mind is happy. Bhagwan is happy. This was something that Devatas understood. Chale Sahita Sura Thapati Pradhana. All Devatas came down along with their architect, Vishwakarma, the divine architect of Devatas. Along with him, all of them decided to come. There is one thing called as Sthapatya Veda. Sthapatya Veda means how a building interacts with humans. All different facets of that is elaborated in that field of science. Even the way sunlight comes inside and the impact it has on our mind while we live in that place. The view of outdoor, from where you live, how much of it is there and how much of it is fully blocked. He says that has an impact on the mind. All different insights into how to design a space, not the architectural aspect. Architectural aspect is called as Vastu Kala. This one is Sthapatya Kala. Means they treat as inert matter as a living entity. So home by itself is not only walls, not only bricks. He says you are feeling that space, you are moving in and through that space. How to design it such that it has a positive influence on human beings. That is Sthapatya Veda. And Vishwakarmaji, he was the architect of Devatas. Along with him, all of them come. But they come in disguise. Kola Kirata Besha Saba Aye, Rache Parana, Truna Sadana Suhaye. They come disguised as all tribal people, Kola Kirata. But they have come recognizing that Bhagwan's mind is happy. If Bhagwan liked something, this is what we have to do. Mahatma's right here, this is the whole Siddhanta of Karma Yoga. That Chaupai, what we saw, right? Ramayu Rama Manu Devana Jana. Just the previous line. Whatever we do in life, this should be the bottom line. That may Bhagwan's mind be pleased with my work. May Bhagwan be pleased with my thoughts, with my speech. All these devatas, with that bhavana, they are coming down, dressed as all Kola Kirata tribals. Rache Parana. Now they are building the kutia. What is the ingredient? Parana means leaves. Truna is grass. Sadana Suhaye. Even with these things, they are able to create a beautiful hut. That is their beauty. Huh? Even in Goswami, our Valmiki Rishi's ashram, this is what was the indication. Very simple, natural things, but very, very beautiful. That is this bhavana. Baranina jahi manju duisala, eka lalita, lagu eka bisala. There is the beauty of these two huts is indescribable. An important thing to note here is they built two. One for Bhagwan Rama and Sita ji, another smaller one for Lakshman ji. Space planning, very precisely done. Eka lalita, lalita means small. Eka lalita lagu eka bisala. Lagu means small, lalita means beautiful. And one was bigger one for Bhagwan Rama. How did Bhagwan look in that hut? Lakhana Janaki Sahita Prabhu. Bhagwan along with Lakshman ji and Sita ji, Rajata Ruchira Niketa, beautifully adorning this hut of his. How did he look? Soha Madanu Muni Beshajano, Rati Ritu Raja Sameta. It looked as though Kamadeva along with Rati has come down with Ritu Raja, the king of all seasons, king of Ritu. Like that, Bhagwan looked in that hut. Now different people are coming to meet Bhagwan now. Hut is built, Bhagwan is there inside. These prasangas are also for upasana. Whenever we want to meditate upon Vanavasi Rama, this is the prasanga that this devotee meditates upon. Not too many symbolic meaning or anything. He says, this is how my Bhagwan is. In that Bhagwan, devotee puts his mind. Now devatas come, Rishi Munis come, Kola Kirata, all the tribal people, they come. Let us see what they have to say after 133 Doha. Amaranaga kinnara disipala, Chitrakoot aaye tehi kala, Rama pranamu kinha sab kahu, Mudita deva lahi lochana dahu, Barashi suman kah deva samaju, Nath sanath bhaye ham aju, Kari binati dukha dusah sunaye, Harshit nija nija sadana sidhaye, Chitrakoot raghunandanu chaye, Samachar suni suni muni aaye, Avat dekhi mudita muni brunda, Kinha dandavat raghukula chanda, Muni raghubar hilai uralehi, Sufala ho nahit आशीष देहि, सिय सौमित्री राम छवि देखहि, साधन सकल सफल करि लेखहि, जथा जोग सन्मानि प्रभु, विदा किए मुनि वृंद, करहि जोग जप जागत पर, निज आश्रम निसुचंद, यह सुधि कोल किरातन पाई, हर्षे जनु नवनिधि घर आए, कंद मूल फल भरी भरी दोना, चले रंक जनु लूटन सोना, तिन महु जिन्ह देखे दो भ्राता, अपर तिन्हि पूछहु मृगु जाता, कहत सुनत रघुबीर निकाई, आई सबनि देखे रघुराई, करहि जोहारु भेट धरि आगे, प्रभु ही बिलो कहि अति अनुरागे, चित्र लिखे जनु जह तह ठाड़े, पुलक शरीर नयन जल बाढ़े, राम स्नेह मगन सब जाने, कहि प्रिय बचन सकल सन माने, प्रभु ही जो हारी बहोरी बहोरी, बचन विनीत कहाई कर जोरी। अब हम नाथ सनाथ सब, भये देखी प्रभु पाय। भाग हमारे आगमन, राउर कोसल राय। धन्य भूमि बन पंथ पहार, जहाँ जहाँ नाथ पाऊ तुम धार। धन्य बिहग मृग कानन चारी, सफल जन्म भय तुम ही निहारे। हम सब धन्य सहित परिवार, दीख दर सुभरि नयन तुम्हारा। कीन्ह बासु भल ठाऊ बिचारे, यहाँ सकल ऋतु रहब सुखारी। हम सब भांति करब सेवकाई, करी के हरियहि बाघ बराई। बन बेहड़ गिरि कंदर खोहा, सब हमार प्रभु पग पग जोहा। तह तह तुम ही हे रखिलाऊ, सर निर्झर जल ठाऊ देखाऊ। हम सेवक परिवार समेता, नाथ न सकुच आय सुदेता। वेद बचन मुनि मन गम, ते प्रभु करुणाए। बचन किरातन के सुनत, जिमि पितु बालक दय। सियावर रामचंद्र की जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय। उमापति महादेव की जय, बोलो भाई सब संतन की जय। श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। Having heard that Bhagwan is in Chitrakoot now and well settled, hut is built, everything is done, all devatas, Gandharvas, Naga, Kinnara, different deities, they come. After Bhagwan left Ayodhya, this was the first time where they felt they could really talk to Bhagwan. Otherwise, every step was so uncertain. This is the first time when he's actually settled down in one place. And Goswami writes here, Devatas first bow down to Bhagwan, then tell all their sorrow to Bhagwan, pour their heart out, then feel very relieved, and then they go back. He says this is the power of finding an ashraya in life. Some altar where we have certainty that this is where I can seek help, and if I place things at this altar, I don't have to worry too much about that thing. Devatas also have sorrow. They also come. But one thing to appreciate is they find the right time. Not when Bhagwan has himself left from Ayodhya, all of them coming down and telling everything to Bhagwan. They say, now at least he has settled down in his Parnakuti. Now we can tell him. After they go back, Rishi Munis come. Bhagwan does Dandavat Pranams to all the Rishi Munis. And Rishi Munis, they out of their love, they embrace Bhagwan. And Mahatma Ji say here, whoever did that, all of them became gopis in the next birth. Means those who kept Bhagwan in their heart and said, I should get this Lord, become one with this Lord in Saguna form. He said, right now you go, next Janma you come, will be born as all gopis. Here the Phalashruti is given of darshan of the Lord. Goswamiji says, the final culmination of darshan of Bhagwan is that Jiva will attain supremost bliss, abidance in his own nature as pure consciousness. Another result of darshan of the Lord, he says, is sadhana will get balam. Whatever sadhana we are doing no doubt. But sometimes a sadhaka feels it doesn't lack or it doesn't have any strength. Means it has not taken root in such a way. One is either regularity will be missing. Second is interest might drop. We'll have to pull ourselves to do that thing. And the third is, I'm not able to yet take shelter in that sadhana. Means if somebody says, I chant Vishnu Sahasranama, let us say, every day, that sadhana should be so powerful that whenever he needs anything, he can say, I can take the support of this particular sadhana. One of the sign of blessing of Bhagwan, devotion to Bhagwan, Goswamiji says here, that sadhaka will be able to do this sadhana without any obstacle. Effortlessly, it will become regular. His mind will get absorbed in that sadhana. The main result, he says, Jiva Pava Nija Sahaja Swarupa. Mama Darsana Phala Parama Anupa. The result of my darshan, Mama Darshana Phala, Parama Anupa. What is that phalam? Jiva Pava Nija Sahaja Swarupa. Jiva attains his own. Nija means one's own. Swarupa, true form, true nature, Jiva abides in. What other results he is giving here? All Rishi Munis who took darshan of Bhagwan, they were able to do their sadhanas without any kind of obstacle. Now you see the chaupais. Amara Naga Kinnara Disipala, Chitra Kuta Aye Tehi Kala. All Naga, Kinnara, they came to Chitrakoot at that time when Bhagwan was living there. Rama Pranamu Kina Sabakahu, Mudita Devalahi Lochana Lahu. All of them did pranams to Bhagwan and filled their heart by looking at Bhagwan's beautiful form. Mudita Devalahi Lochana Lahu. Barashi Sumana Kaha Deva Samaju, Nata Sanata Bhaye Hamaju. Offering flowers to Bhagwan, all of them say, we were orphaned until now. Now we have gotten one ashraya, one support where we can put our mind in. This is their Sharanagati. No matter what happens in their life, one support they always seek is Bhagwan. It is said this is the difference between Devatas and Asuras. Devatas are also powerful. They have also done tapasya. On the other hand, Asuras are also powerful. They have also done tapasya. But the difference is, whenever Asuras need something, they have faith in their strength. If Devatas need something, their first faith is Bhagwan. They seek their strength from Bhagwan. Like that, they are coming here and saying, Bhagwan, after a long time, we have seen you like this. Now we feel we have gotten our ashraya back. Right after this, what do? Kari binati dukha dusaha sunaye. They do their pranams, do their prayer, and whatever dukkha they had, whatever sorrows. Bhagwan, in Swarga Loka, this is happening, that is happening. What all things Ravana has done, all of that they tell Bhagwan. You know that later, right? When who goes to Ravana's court? No, I think just directly Goswamiji writes. Nobody sees and says it. All Devatas used to stand with their hands folded in front of Ravana. Means Varun Devata has to ask Ravana, can I shower? If Ravana says yes, he will shower. So all Devatas would stand like that. That much was their fear. All that dukham, they tell Bhagwan here. Kari binati dukha dusaha sunaye, harashita nija nija sadhana siddhaye. And with Bhagwan's words, Bhagwan's assurance, all of them go back home happy. This is a very famous chaupai, Chitrakuta Raghunandana Chaye. Bhagwan stayed in many places, but the place, it is said, which was most dear to Bhagwan was Chitrakoot. Chaye means if there is a dark room and you bring a lamp inside, how that flame of the lamp brightens up the whole room. Or at night, once there is sunrise, how the first ray of the sun lightens up the whole place. Like that, Bhagwan's Prabha, Bhagwan's glory, that lit up entire Chitrakoot. Chitrakoota Raghunandana Chaye, Samachara Suni Muni Aye. All Rishi Munis who are having such strict discipline, to get anything out of their routine is very difficult. But still they said, Bhagwan has come. All of them went to Bhagwan. Avata dekhi mudita muni brunda, keenha dandavata raghukula chanda. Looking at all Rishi Munis come, Bhagwan does dandavat pranam to all Rishi Munis. Muni Raghu barahi lai uralehi, supala hota hita asisha dehi. All the Rishi Munis, out of their love, they embrace Bhagwan and they bless Bhagwan that for whatever reason you have come here, may that be fulfilled. This is his Leela. Huh? They are meditating on the same Lord. But when Bhagwan is appearing as this particular form, as Rishi Muni Vesha, they are blessing. Siya Saumitri Rama Chabi Dekhahi, Sadhana Sakala Saphala Kari Lekhahi. Looking at the beauty of Bhagwan Rama, Lakshman ji and Sita ji, they say all the sadhanas that we have done, that result we have attained. That is the beauty of meditating upon Saguna Rupa of the Lord. The sadhana facet of this is that whenever we hear any dhyana shloka of Bhagwan, our mind should take delight in that dhyana shloka of the Lord. Most dhyana shlokas, they will portray the Saguna Rupa of Bhagwan. Kanana kundala kunchita kesa, hata bajra aur dhwaja viraje, kande munje jane ho saje. That is our Hanumanji. Just with that dhyana shloka, devotee is able to portray the picture of Bhagwan and just keep his mind in that Saguna Rupa. Bhagwan Shiva, Karpura Gauram, Karunavataram, that dhyana shloka. Whoever is our Ishta Devata, pick a dhyana shloka and then try to get that image in front. That is this part here, where the sadhaka is blessed with great results with that dhyanam. Jatha Joga Sanamani Prabhu, Vidha Ke Muni Brunda, Karahi Joga Japa, Jagatapa, Nija Ashramahi, Suchanda. See, this is the Phalashruti. Huh? The moment all the Rishi Munis saw Bhagwan, what happened? Bhagwan gave them appropriate blessings. According to whatever sadhanas they had done, they received everything and his grace along with that. Karahi Joga Japa Jagatapa. Whatever yoga, whatever tapa, japa they were doing, they were able to do it in their ashram again, Suchanda. Suchanda means without any obstacle. That is the second Phalashruti. Blessing of Bhagwan will give balam in sadhana. Whatever sadhana the sadhaka is doing, he will get more strength in and through that sadhana. Next set of devotees who come is tribal people. Kola and Bhila. Even now these tribes are there. Huh? The government of India has done a research on different tribes which are still there. Kola Bhila is one of it. Avatar of the Lord, one important facet is accessibility. When Bhagwan takes avatar, he says, I am accessible to anybody. So much so that here Kola Bhila, the tribal people, they are also doing Ramakatha. They are also able to discuss the glories of Bhagwan, able to get his darshan and also serve him. So all of them are coming now. These tribals, they are so happy as though they have gotten some new treasure now. How happy a person feels when he is going to get some treasure. Like that, this Kola Bhila are feeling that they are going to see Bhagwan. Yaha sudhi Kola kiratana pai, Harshe Janu Nava Nidhi Ghara Aayi. When new wealth, lot of wealth is coming home, that joy, this just like an ordinary person feels joy, like that this Kola Bhila are feeling. What do they have? Kanda Moola Phala Bhari Bhari Dona. They have fruits, roots, some other natural things. All of that is put in a leaf drona. And they are going to Bhagwan with so much enthusiasm, as though a person is going to steal some gold. Now, example you have to understand in the right context. Chale ranka janu lootana sona. When somebody who has never seen gold, if he comes to know there is a gold rush somewhere and is going to get it from there, how much of enthusiasm he will have? Like that, all this Kola Bhila, they are going to meet Bhagwan. Tinamaha jina dekhe do bhrata, apara tinahi, puchahi magu jata. Now it is important to note how they are going and how they return back from Bhagwan. Whoever had seen Bhagwan before, either with Nishadraj or down in the plains, all of them were Kola only. Nishadraj, he was a king of tribal. So some might have seen Bhagwan before. They were also there in this group. Other people are asking them, tell us something about Bhagwan. How does he look? What are his gunas? What are his qualities? So those who have seen Bhagwan before, all of them are elaborating how Bhagwan is. So Ramakatha, starting right on their journey, even before they take darshan of the Lord. Kahata Sunata Raghubira Nikai. So that Kahata Sunata is the Ramakatha. Speaking and listening to the glories of Bhagwan. Ai Sabina Sabani Dekhe Raghurai. All of them come to see the Lord. Now they very nicely keep whatever they have brought. Karahi Joharu Bheta Dari Age, Prabhuhi Bilo Kahi Ati Anurage. They keep everything in front of Bhagwan very nicely. And they see Bhagwan with lot of love. How Bhagwan is seated there, and just his chhabi, his beauty which is there, all of them revel in that beautiful form of the Lord. Looking at Bhagwan, how is their state of mind? Says they become still like a painting. Chitra likhe janu jahataha thade, pulaka sarira nayana jalabade. Their eyes are filled with tears. There is horripilations on the body, thrill in the body, and their mind is still just like a picture. Means you have to imagine that scene. Bhagwan is seated there and everybody is still. That is the prabhava of the Lord. We say only Bhagwan Krishna's name is Karshanath Krishna. So Bhagwan Rama also did the same thing in his avatar. Karshanath Krishna means one who can pull the mind away. Karshana means to pull. Does leelas in such a way, even if you place flute, place it in such a way, mind is pulled away. Rama saneh magana sabajane, kahi priya bachana sakala sanamane. Bhagwan recognizes the love in all this tribal and he honors them. Sanamana he does. How does he do? Kahi priya bachana, by saying sweet words. Sanamana need not always be with some kind of external thing. External thing actually is an indicator for internal. Right? Sanmana always happens of a jiva. Bhagwan Shankaracharya writes in Vivek Chudamani, for a jnani who has risen above body identification, garland for jnani is like a garland around the neck of a cow. Gauriva srakiva. Like there is a cow, you put a garland around its neck, it doesn't even know what is garland, where is flower. It will just do like this, it will fall off somewhere. What he says, if at all there has to be sanmana, it is always done for a jiva. So Bhagwan is doing that sanmana through speech, through words. Bachana binita kahi karajori. These tribal people, they didn't know too many protocols. It said their only way of greeting others was Johari Johari. Johari means pranam. I bow down, I bow down. So they just keep everything and say that. Prabhu hi Johari bahori bahori, bachana binita kahi karajori. So that was their form of welcome. That was their form of showing respect to Bhagavan. They also say the same thing what Devatas had said. Now, Devatas probably might have studied Upanishads, might know more scriptures. Tribal people, pure at heart. Their conclusion is also the same. What do they say? Abahama nata sanata sabha. Bhaye deke prabhu paye. Is Bhagwan looking at your feet, looking at your lotus feet? We have become sanata today. I mean, this jiva, which was feeling that my life I have to go through alone, this jiva feels now, I have a new support to take ashraya in. Bhaga hamare agamanu raura kosala raya. Bhagavan, it's a great blessing that you have come here. That is all our punya karma. Now they are praising what all things are dhanya. This doha is also beautiful. They say this nature is dhanya. The mountains, rivers, forest, whatever is there, all of that is blessed because you put your foot in this forest. That is what has made this thing very blessed. All the animals, birds which are roaming around, they are blessed because they got to see your darshan. They got to see you. That is why they are dhanya. Our family is blessed because we all came here and we could see you. Now they are praising Bhagwan's choice. You see the second chaupai. Keen ha basu bhala thau bichari, iha sakala ritu rahaba sukhari. Bhagwan, good choice for building your kutia. Please stay here in all the seasons. One meaning of that is you have chosen your house such that you will be happy staying here in all the seasons. Another meaning is in all the seasons, please be here only. Don't go anywhere. Very nice place it is. Hamasaba bhati karaba sevakai. We will serve you in all ways. Whatever you want, we will give. Kari ke hari ahi baga barai. There are elephants, lions, snake, tiger. All of that we will protect you and serve you by protecting you from those. Now you should remember, whom are they telling this to? Lord of the universe, Bhagwan Rama. It is just like somebody comes to your home and shows your home to you. He said, this is your living room, this is your garden, this is your backyard. And you are listening also. Because Goswamiji writes, Rama hi kevala parama pyara. Whenever he recognizes love in the heart of devotee, that is what delights Bhagwan the most. So all this scholar, they are doing this now. Taha taha tumahi ahera khilavabu. He says, Bhagwan, we will take you to the forest and we will... one line is there, right? Before that. Bana be hadagiri kandara koha. All the thick forest, the caves, valleys. Saba hamara prabhu paga paga joha. All these places we have thoroughly seen. Paga paga joha means every place we have gone and explored. And if you ever want to go there for hunting, we will take you there. Taha taha tumahi ahera khilavabu, sara nirjhara, jala thau dekhau par. Lake, spring, reservoir, beautiful things are there. We will show you everything. Hama sevaka parivara sametha nathana sakuchaba ayasu deta. Bhagwan, along with our family, we are at your seva. Please don't hesitate to give us orders. Nathana sakuchava, don't hesitate. Don't feel we are distanced in that way. Please give us command. Now Goswamiji says, see the Mahima of Bhagwan. Beda Bachana Muni Mana Agama. That Bhagwan which is beyond the minds of Rishi Munis, beyond the description of Vedas. Te Prabhu Karuna Ena. That Bhagwan, when he takes physical form, he is filled with compassion. Bachana Kiratana Ke Sunata Jimi Pitu Balaka Bana. He is patiently listening to the speech of all this tribal Kola Kirata, just like a father listens to the speech of a child. How that child innocently tells. Gurudev would give example. He says, you are going with your family up the hill in a car, and your car breaks down in between. And your little 3-year-old boy puts both his hands on the dashboard. He says, Papa, don't worry. I will take care of this. I will push. We all will be safe. Don't worry. He says, after starting the car again, what will the father tell the child? Thank God you were there. If you did not push, I don't know where you would be today. He says, like that, Bhagwan tells all jivas, all he wants us to do is turn our mind towards him. That is the main essence, the next quarter of the Chaupai. That is the theme of this entire prasanga. Ramahi kevala premo pyara. He doesn't see what we have brought. They brought only fruits and roots. He doesn't even see how they have come, how they look. None of that is taken into consideration. All he asks is there love in your heart? Ramuhi kevalu paramapriyara. More will continue in the next session. Aganita guna gana bhushan Rama, Ashrita vatsala jaya jaya Rama, Ayodhyavasi Sita Rama, Apad bandhava jaya jaya Rama, Dasharatha nandana Shri Rama, Dashamukha mardana jaya jaya Rama, Kausalya sukhavardhana Rama, Kamita phalada jaya jaya Rama, Papa vimochana Shri Rama, Pattabhirama Jaya Jaya Rama, Janaki Vallabha Sita Rama, Jaya Raghurama Jaya Sita Rama, Vanara Sevita Shri Rama, Varidhi Bandhana Jaya Jaya Rama, Hanumat Pujita Sita Rama, Shri Ram Jaya Jaya Rama, Raghupati Raghava Raja Rama, Patita Pavana Sita Rama, Shri Ram Jaya Jaya Rama, Shri Ram Jaya Jaya Rama, Siyavara Ramchandra ki jai, Satgurunath Maharaj ki jai.